us off. So, you know, it's the 18th of the month, but this whole month is Asian Pacific Month. I don't think a lot of people realize the number of people, you know, the demographics that we have in the Navy and what it constitutes when you talk AP. I mean, coming from the personnel side of the house, we always track these kind of numbers. You know, how can we make the Navy look like society? It's kind of difficult to do that. You know, Chris and I were just at a Groton Business Association breakfast, and I looked across the spectrum for Groton, and it was all Caucasian. It was all, you know, very few diverse individuals in the crowd. But when you look at the Navy, we have been striving to make sure that, you know, 20 years from now, the leadership in the Navy is a snapshot of what our country looks like in percentage-wise. So we always have been striving to do that. So if you were to, you know, take a snapshot, there's roughly 25,000, you know, Asian American and Pacific Island sailors currently serving. You know, so, and then you take a snapshot of what our leadership looks like. There's only 8 admirals, which would be a pretty small percentage if you think about it. 659 Master Chiefs. Anybody realize how many Master Chiefs we have in the Navy? It's a much higher number than you think. Asian American Pacific Islanders represent roughly 11.7% of our Navy family, our workforce, 3.2% of the senior executive staff. You know, so when you strive as an organization to take a snapshot and make your organization look like society, it's tough to do, but I think what you find is the Navy does a pretty good job of trying to meet that, and we strive to do that. There's a lot of great stories about our Asian Pacific sailors throughout our history. You know, so even if you went, you know, back and you looked in the year 1915, it's actually a Medal of Honor winner, fireman second class, and I can't pronounce his first name, but Trinidad is his last name. That was an easy one. A sailor from the Philippines received the Medal of Honor for rescuing 2 shipmates after a boiler exploded aboard the USS San Diego. If you were going up the ranks, Lieutenant Susan Cuddy, a Korean American, served in the Navy as a member of the Waves during World War II. And then today, you know, think about this. We selected our Pacific commander for the PACOM AOR, Admiral Harris, is actually Asian Pacific. You know, so we do that on purpose to show the diversity that we're trying to meet in the Navy. And as we celebrate Asian Pacific Month, you know, think about this. You know, their struggles against adversity to achieve equality, and you can say that about just about any diverse part of our Navy, about trying to reach that equality. Their significant contributions to the American experience and their success in building a foundation of excellence for all those who follow. You know, so what a way to kick this off. We're gonna have some dancers. Chief Smith, thanks for putting this together. And I think we're gonna have some music too, right? All right, so let's do it. Just so you know, I'm not dancing.
Ikinai kumukai Kalaiki o la yamunaki aluminaloha Ialoha ia o hilo hanakai Megaua kanilehu Lei hanakai ke alame ke o nao nao pana eva he ie Aloha Aloha! Aloha! Kìa mày! Ơi à! Corrite! Corrite! Ê! Kìa vào! Ringarin niyo pa kaya! Why? Tagahiya!
te tangata, puru, puru nara pikite, nara pititera, kae opale, opale, pititera.
Okay, thank you everyone for showing up. This concludes our performance for today. Please enjoy the special meal that the galleys out of breath prepared for everyone. All right, thank you very much.